Welcome back to Adventures with Rosie. Today we are in Mangakino. Chelsea, why are we here?
It is the NZMCA Taupo Region's birthday weekend.
Yeah, so the New Zealand Motor Caravan Association has kind of like different areas around the country, and they get together for different events and that sort of thing. And this is the 8th birthday, is it, or 7th birthday? We'll find out tonight, I guess, of the Taupo one. So basically a bunch of people getting together. There's a load of motorhomes, caravans here. Everyone gets together. Big dinner tonight, barbecue dinner tonight, and yeah, just hanging out and exploring the area pretty much, eh?
Yep.
So for those of you that are following our adventures along and then have been for a while, we came here probably, what would have been, about a year ago?
Yep.
For the last birthday celebration?
Yeah, that's how birthdays work.
I guess it's how birthdays work, right? They happen every year. This is basically we're on the edge of a small lake. Well, no, it's quite a big lake actually, Lake Mangakino, and this is like a little island we're staying on that has a road out to it, but they call it an island. If you watched the video last time we were here, the New Zealand offshore powerboat racing was here, and it was so loud. You know those like spaceship looking boats that have big V8s in the back or whatever they have in them? And so we couldn't go near the water really with the girls because they were only 3 months old.
You and Harvey did. I just spent the whole weekend with the twins in the caravan.
Yeah, it was so loud. It was neat to see, but they're kind of like that sort of thing you... Yeah. They're neat to see for like 10 minutes and then they just become a bit loud. So it's a lot quieter this weekend. We're kind of hiding out from the wind at the moment. But we're going to get the girls rugged up and head down to the playground, I think, eh? It's their sleep time, so time to knock them out and time for Harvey to burn some energy. So this cool little walkway is part of the Mangakino cycle trails, so you can kind of like bike. I can't remember how long it is, but there's like a whole lot of sections to the river trail, basically the Waikato river trails. Like you can bike for days basically down the side of the river, which is quite neat. We've got a really cool bike trailer that Chelsea's parents bought us for the twins. We'll have to show you that one day, but it's 2 seats that you tow behind your bike and the girls sit one in front of the other. So we're trying to figure out logistically if we can take it away with us next year. Obviously the extra weight of like 2 bikes, Harvey's bike in a bike trailer eats into our payload way to the caravan, but we might just see if we can figure it out because it's a pretty cool little trailer system. Successful morning. We found the playground. The girls had a sleep. Harvey burned some energy off, which is pretty much our primary goal in the morning. That bus stop cafe was pretty cool. That's an old Bedford bus, and some of you might remember a while back I made a little video on the house truck that I grew up in years and years ago when I was probably 8 onwards. And that was a Bedford, that truck. And Chelsea and I have been talking actually. We think that truck is down in the South Island somewhere, perhaps not running, maybe just sitting on someone's property, but we're thinking when we go down there next year we might try and track it down and sort of take you guys along on the adventure, maybe see if we can find the old house truck I grew up in and do a little tour of it or something, which would be pretty cool. I hope it's still around. I think my dad sort of keeps in touch with the people who've bought it over the years, so might be a fun little thing to do next year when we're down south, see if we can find the old house truck, eh Harvey?
Yeah.
So the plan now is to feed the girls, and then we're going to go and check out the dam. This lake behind us, Mangakino, there's a string of hydro power stations along it, so there's a bunch of different dams and things, so we might go and find the dam and yeah, have a look around the area. So this is the Whakamaru Dam. Pretty cool. You can kind of just wander down here, which seems random. There are some electric fences down there further, but kind of cool that you can just wander around the dam. This is the fourth in a series of hydro power stations along the Waikato River. So where we live in Taupo, the big lake there, that's a huge lake, about the size of Singapore they say that lake is, and big river coming out of it, has all these rivers feeding into it, but only one river that comes out of it. And then there's a whole lot of hydro power stations along the way, so this is the fourth in the list of those. And yeah, pretty cool. We can kind of just wander down and check it out. It's really surprised there doesn't seem to be anyone here, but I guess maybe all these dams are automated these days. I don't know. This one was built in the 50s, and it kind of feels funny walking around. It's like an old concrete bridge down there, and it's like kind of moves a bit, like bits of it move when you walk over it, and it's kind of like, okay, this is quite an old bridge now, built in the 50s, but seems to be, yeah, seems alright.
There's water at the dam, and I love the dam.
And what does the dam do?
It makes power.
Does it?
Yep.
How does it make power?
By building a turbine, by building the water.
Wow. And where does the power go?
In power lines and go to people's houses.
Well, we had a fun little afternoon exploring the area. There's not heaps to do here in Mangakino, but it's kind of nice to have a bit of a relaxing weekend because we've got quite a few weekends planned for holidays and trips, a bit of driving ahead, and then obviously Christmas coming up, so quite nice to not have much to do other than chase 3 children around, entertain them, feed them, change them, and sit down and read a book maybe. We've got a bit of a barbecue going on tonight. The NZMCA are putting a whole lot of meat on, like a trailer that's a barbecue, which is pretty cool, so we're going to go over there soon. Originally it was a potluck dinner, so Chelsea and I had this idea, we'll get a couple of French sticks and we'll make a whole lot of little salmon cream cheese little toast things. And we arrived and they said because of COVID and not sharing food and things, it's not a potluck anymore, so just bring what you were going to bring and eat it yourself. So we've got 2 French sticks and 2 big packets of salmon and a pot of cream cheese, so I guess we're eating... Yes darling, I'm just talking. I guess we're eating salmon, cream cheese and sausages for dinner, but it should be a good time. We'll go over and hang out with everyone, and then I think the rest of the weekend is just basically just to relax and hang out, and kids playing with light switches. Viper! No, 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 no. What'd you win?
Sausages for dinner.
Right.
Won the raffle.
My waffle.
This is actually the 3rd raffle that Harvey's won. The first was at Kuratau when he was 6 weeks old, and then last year he won one as well, and then this year, winner, sausages for dinner.
Yeah.
Alright, nice little weekend away. Everyone's sort of packing up and heading off now, so we'll probably head off shortly as well. The girls are a bit tired, and we like to travel with those sleeps they have. They normally have a morning sleep, anywhere between 10 o'clock and 12 o'clock, and so if we can nail the driving when they're sleeping, it's a lot easier. We're not passing snacks back constantly, trying to keep the kids entertained. So yeah, I think we'll head off. Before we do, I did just want to mention a few of you that had great ideas around the last video we made about storage and logistics and that sort of thing. Some great ideas. Roof box was something that a few people said for the tow vehicle, you know, one of those aerodynamic boxes that goes on your roof racks. I can't believe I haven't thought of that. That's a really good idea. There's a whole lot of things we could put in a roof box, you know, camping chairs, ground mats, spare cassette might even fit in it, fresh water hoses, that sort of thing. So I think we're definitely going to look into that. The tow vehicle we have already has roof racks on it, so just a matter of getting a box and fixing it to them. So that's awesome. Thank you to you guys that pointed that out. I don't know why I never thought of that, but that's a really good idea. Someone else this weekend also suggested one of those pipes you often see on like the roof racks of like a tradies van, like a plumber or an electrician. You know, they'll have a piece of like 100 or 150 mil pipe with an end cap on it, sort of fixed to their roof rack that they put other stuff inside. Some people put them on their motorhomes. They either undersling them, so they put them up underneath, you know, down the back somewhere, or on their back bumper, and they store waste hoses in them. So the big long coiled up waste hose we have in a container under here. We've kind of a big clipper container with our, it must be 3 or 4 meters of waste hose. So I might actually look into that. If I can make a pipe, it wouldn't have to be 150 mil obviously, just kind of, you know, 80 to 100 mil. And if I could make a pipe like that and undersling it, then we would get rid of the container we use in under here for the waste hose is about the same footprint as a cassette for our cassette toilet. So spare cassette could go in there, and then I could undersling that waste hose up there. So I might actually look at that and stay tuned in a coming video. I think I might actually do that one weekend and sort of show you guys the process and what my thinking is there. So yeah, a couple of things to do before we head on the road, which is 5 weeks by the time you guys see this. 5 weeks to go. It's getting close. So yeah, thank you as always for watching. We got 3 more trips planned before Christmas at this stage, and a couple of DIY videos and stuff coming out, so plenty of content before Christmas, and then obviously we're going to hit it hard next year. So thank you as always for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video.